Finally, I finished the L.O.L ranking after all this time. Guess I better go get the camera and record it.
You're seriously not recording in that, are you?
What do you mean? I always stream like this.
You look like a boy.
Thanks.
If you're ranking L.O.L surprise songs, you might want to look like us. And I can help with that.
No, wait. A bit gentler next time, please.
Beauty is pain.
Yo, what is up, my bros and girls? A while ago, I did a video ranking all 26 songs from the L.O.L Surprise franchise at the time. It was a project to commemorate me finishing with not only L.O.L Surprise itself, where my work spanned across 20 episodes, 1 music video, and 1 movie, but also Pixel Zoo, my first animation job which I worked in for 1 year. I thought it would be a good way to cap off that period of my life. I thought wrong, and you can check out my top 10 worst videos ranking to find out why. But today, I'm here to fix the sins of the past with a revamped ranking. Not only with a style that's much more suited to me instead of that boring text on screen garbage from the original, but also with some updated opinions and including all the new songs that have been released since the original video. The same rules apply as last time. International versions won't be ranked separately, but remixes will be. Also, the skate dance version of Somewhere in Between won't be ranked separately from the original since it didn't change enough to justify a separate spot. This list took so long to get done because I'd have it finished and then realize I forgot all the new Tots songs, and then by the time I got them done, they released a skate dance movie with 2 new songs. So yeah, this list went through a lot of versions, songs got shuffled around a lot, but we're locking it in. I'm not getting dolled up like this twice. Let's do it. Starlicious. Yep, Starlicious managed to keep the bottom spot despite all the top songs that have been released since the first ranking. That's how you know it's bad. The vocals are offbeat a lot of the time and also very softly sung. I think the thing that stings the most about this and the Kitty Pop remix is that it loses a lot of the personality of the original Crew remix. I'll explain more when we get to that song, but the fact that we went from this
I look good, but I'm feeling bad. Got my cute shades and a studded jacket.
to this.
Looking good, feeling bad. An old guitar and country twang.
Yeah, no, I don't like this one. Best in the West? More like best of the worst. I already found the Tots annoying when they speak and stare at me with them big ol' eyes. But having them sing should be one of the 7 deadly sins, especially if it's Western Honey. The vocals alone make this an awful song. The lyrics and instrumental are very bland, so it's not like they could save this from being so low on the list. I couldn't decide if this or Starlicious should be at the bottom. Do I prefer a song that annoys me, or one that both fails as a song and bores me? Ultimately, Best in the West won, but that doesn't mean these Tots are safe from my wrath.
I have seen everything that has ever happened, ever will happen, ever could happen, and yet, what the hell is this?
The girls' singing was alright, and the instrumental, while very boring, is not the worst. Alright, that's all the good things I have to say about That's My Crew. Oscar's rap verse makes me want to commit die. The fact that it's a collaboration tanks the song, considering he's the lead singer. The bad lyrics certainly aren't helping either. I mean, if they filled out the instrumental more and got one of the girls, probably Neonlicious, to do Oscar's part, this song would be much higher up. Also, I know it doesn't have anything to do with the song, but what's with the dead-looking motion capture on the girls in the music video? Very bizarre. But yeah, bad song. The fact that I prefer most of the Tot songs over this is embarrassing.
I find you guilty of nothing. The sentence is death.
Have you ever hated something, but if someone asked you why, you couldn't give a good answer? That's how I feel with Like My Sisters Do. It doesn't do anything offensive. It's got some alright singing, wholesome lyrics, and a beat much more layered than the TikTok brassy sort of stuff they released afterwards. But also nothing special or memorable. At least I remember how bad the earlier songs were. I don't even know what I could suggest to improve it. I just don't have much to say about it. Maybe that frustration is why I hate it. It's a perfect example of a perfectly average L.O.L surprise song.
Dad, I'm hungry.
Hi, Hungry. I'm Dad.
Why did you name me this way?
An L.O.L song both in Russian and sung by a male? That's some representation in this female-dominated universe. Now, if only the song was better. So Cool to Be a Dad is the shortest song on the list, and it doesn't do much to stand out. The instrumental is nice and has a decent amount happening in it. Unfortunately, the lyrics aren't anywhere online, so I can't throw them into Google Translate to talk about it. Okay, so YouTube says it's about how it's so cool to be a dad and how every day is a surprise. I probably should have seen that coming. I will say Tamiti, I hope I pronounced that right, has a nice hip-hop style voice that fits. Anytime a male voice has snuck onto this list has been a nice treat.
L.O.L. surprise.
Except you! But yeah, a nice short treat, but it had to be this far down as it didn't do much to stand out outside of being a Russian-led male song. I barely had anything to say about Calling All BBs last time, and that stands here.
That's it?
I haven't found any new appreciation for it. It still sounds like a boring TikTok song with some annoying lyrics. Unlike So Cool to Be a Dad, I'm grateful this is a short one, but it has the potential to get extended. Like, if they included more harmonies, like in the second half, and maybe a fast-paced dance break section, it could go higher on the list, but as it is, it's boring and not worth spending any more time discussing. After listening to the entire L.O.L. Surprise discography multiple times, I can't say Make It Art holds up well compared to the older songs that came before it. Not bad, just very boring. The lyrics and singing voices are exactly what you'd imagine from a YouTube Kids song. It'd be cool if they integrated some artsy sounds in the beat like they do for Get Ready Game On. Maybe a synth made from a paintbrush tapping a jar, or some pencil scribbles as a hi-hat. I don't know, just something to help it stand out. There's not even any fun harmonies or rap verses like the earlier songs. It's like the L.O.L. songs are evolving backwards. Hopefully they learn from the mistakes of these new songs and combine its strengths with their earlier works to make some modern bangers. Like, make it art! I'm talking like they're gonna watch this video. LOL! Kitty Pop is the better of the two crew remixes. It's still not great though. In my original ranking, I praised it for its Ariana Grande vibe, but that really only applies for the first half. The second half reminds me of the Stylicious remix in all the wrong way. Are you serious? To me, these crew remixes have almost the same instrumental. The only reason Stylicious is further back is because it butchered its two musical stars worse than Kitty Pop did. This one's a passable song, but more on the boring side. If you had to describe something as hyper cutesy, put a bow on it would be it. The lyrics and voices really make this sound like a kid's song, which obviously it is, but a lot of the other L.O.L. songs didn't have that problem. The choruses are way too repetitive, and the top voices are a bit too high-pitched for me. I mean, I get it's the point, they're babies, but I don't know why anyone would fire this up on Spotify. In general, I can't imagine a scenario where MGA asked which characters people wanted to see more of, and the entire L.O.L. community unanimously went,
Oh my god.
but who knows, maybe everyone likes these terrifying babies.
Yippee, more Tot's my favorite.
Get Ready Game On isn't actually too bad. It sounds like a Kids Bop cover of a Veronica's song. Though I'm pretty sure no one watching this video is old enough to remember the Veronicas. How do you do, fella kids? One thing I really like about the song is how it incorporates soccer whistles and crowd cheering into the instrumentation. It makes it memorable compared to a lot of the other earlier songs, but I wish they went a bit further with it. Maybe a drum beat that sounded like a soccer ball being kicked. But otherwise, I like elements of this song, but just not the whole thing together.
Meet my family.
Meet My Family is alright, and a little cutesy, but not as much as the top songs before. I like the melody of the chorus, even if the lyrics are very repetitive. The same can't be said for the verses, where they have lyrics fitting for each family. I also like how they alternate between an adult, a tween, and a tot, fitting for the family theme. The instrumental isn't anything special. It actually would have been cool if they changed it to fit each family's style like the original crew remix, which we'll talk about much later on the list. It's very funny and fitting that they included baby sounds into the beat. I'm always a big fan of that. This one overall isn't too bad. Certainly a step up from all the tot songs. In case you forgot, I hate those things. Teach You How to Dance is a bit more on the simpler side in terms of melody and instrumental. The vocals are great when they're all harmonizing in the pre-chorus, and the singing in the verses both fits and doesn't fit. I don't really know how to explain it. This is another one that could have benefited from a secondary melody to fill out the instrumental. Like if Royal B's riffs were converted into a synth and stayed during the whole song, that'd be cool. It's one of the weakest songs from the main 4 girls, but not that awful.
Looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
I didn't have a lot to say on Live from the Shadows last time, and that still stands here. It's a cute shorter one, though given how simple they made the beat, it's probably good that it isn't longer. Like, it could really use a heavenly sounding synth in the verses, because I don't think it's as strong of a beat-focused song compared to some of the others we'll see later. Not a bad song, but one I'll definitely never listen to again after this. Rounding out our inoffensive songs I don't have much to say about, we have Somewhere in Between. I don't know why, but this song always makes me think of Hannah Montana. It's got that similar Disney Channel sort of sound, which I think fits the tweens. The lyrics in particular, lots about sleepovers and not wanting to grow up. The instrumental is fun and boppy too. It all comes together for a cute number. I said earlier the skate dance version would be ranked separately, but even if it was, it'd still probably be around the spot anyway. With a slightly more fleshed out instrumental and tweaked lyrics, but nothing else special compared to the tweens version. If anything, the chorus fits them better than Alley Dance. It's almost like it was written to be about them or something, that's crazy.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
My rock bias is coming in hot. Now we're getting into the songs that I can actually say are good, starting with Surprise Me. This is such a fun duet. The two singers fit really well together and have some fun harmonies in the choruses. I like the tambourine being used throughout, and also it has a guitar riff solo, something I'm an absolute sucker for. It also features a key change, something these L.O.L songs rarely do. A lot more love went into this one than some of the recent songs, and I really dig it. Although sadly, Surprise Me marks the last time we'll hear a male singer on the list, so let us have a moment of silence.
Brew! Gotcha. Scared you. Scared you.
Halloween is my favorite holiday, if you couldn't already tell. So I'm grateful Boo is actually a bop. It's got a lot of fun stuff with the instruments, from a digital sounding organ to a theremin ringing in the chorus. That's the wobbly sounding instrument for those who don't know. The lyrics have a playful, spooky vibe. I mean, obviously they couldn't make it too dark given it's for kids, but I think it's good for their first exposure to what this time of year can offer. The singers also contribute to that, where I actually like the higher kiddish voices in this song over some of the other entries. They implement some pretty harmonies and are a fun contrast to the low voice interjecting throughout the song. I like a lot about Boo, and it is also my favorite out of all the Tot songs. And now we come to the winter fashion show songs, the ones I was subjected to on loop for months while working on the movie. And yet, most are in the top half of the list, which shows just how good they are compared to the rest. Even the weakest one, The World Is My Runway, has some strengths going for it. I love the upbeat, preppy sound, and it fits Neonlicious's character and talk singing style well. I like the melody during the chorus and the pre-chorus build-up. The lyrics are your usual L.O.L surprise fashion-loving stuff, though it gets more of a pass here, considering the movie it's composed for. Altogether, a fun one that isn't as vocally stunning, but it didn't need to be. Not too far in front of The World Is My Runway, we have Rule the Runway. I wonder if these songs were made for a fashion show movie, I can't tell. I love the upbeat instrumental and lyrics together. The vocals are alright, but I'm not sure why Royal B and Lady Diva are even singing when they were barely in the movie. Because they were main characters previously? Where have I heard that one before? I do like Neonlicious's little speak singing section in the bridge. I wish she featured more on this soundtrack, considering this is her movie. Pose is carried by the vocals. First, any song with Royal B is top notch. Like, she always slays. Oh my god, now I'm starting to sound like an L.O.L character. The small bits of harmony sprinkled in add some flavour to the song. The lyrics are instrumental alright, but I am a big fan of some of the melodies around the pre-chorus. Also, it's not related to the song, but I like the 2D music video and revamped designs of the 4 girls. Considering how dominant 3D animation is nowadays, seeing a 2D one is always a treat. A lot went right on this one.
The shade of it all.
Shades is another song where Neonlicious gets the lead. See, Winter Fashion Show, you needed more of this. Her speak singing goes well with Lady Diva's riffs in the chorus, and Swag's rap verse is a good addition. The lyrics are what you'd expect from a song called Shades. A lot of fun lyrics about fashion and makeovers. I find it getting stuck in my head pretty often. The simple trap beat works well in this song, it's more fitting for Neonlicious's style, and it does mix things up a bit around the pre-choruses. I don't have much more to add. It's one that I like, but isn't too extraordinary compared to the upcoming songs.
What up? I'm Jared, I'm 19, and I never fucking learned how to read.
L.O.L. Surprise Forever. Despite how many times I've gotten this song name wrong, it's still up there as one of my favorite songs from the franchise. The chord progressions are really satisfying in this one, especially in the pre-chorus bit Royal B sings. All 4 girls get a good amount of time to shine, and they blend really nicely with the beat, which has a good leading melody underneath its funky beat. I adore it a lot, hence why it's the only song from the franchise I've done a lyric edit with. For now, the only thing that sticks out as odd is the title itself, because LOL doesn't stand for laugh out loud in this universe. It stands for Little Outrageous Littles. Yes, really. So the full song title is Little Outrageous Littles Surprise Forever. It'd make more sense to ditch Surprise, which is actually what they do in the chorus, but I guess they've got to keep it for the brand. Either way, we have a strong contender if this franchise is ever looking for an official theme song. Change is another one with a simplistic style, but unlike the others in the lower half of the list, I think it fits this song. It was cool hearing Lady Braid singing in the chorus and her bang! Oh, my voice is too sore from recording this all a second time. Just play the original. I don't care about copyright anymore. In general, it's nice to hear new singers sneak onto the list. Not to say the main ones are bad. Neon Lishish's speak singing in the bridge is funky and cute. It could use a little background melody in the verses to make it less empty, but other than that, this is a good song. I was dreading the idea of adding another 2 songs to the list, but I'm glad I did because I love what they did for the songs with the skate dance movie. It actually gave me some hope for the future of the L.O.L. songs. The 2 original songs take a more musical theatre approach, which makes them more personal than the pop songs from the YouTube series and other 2 movies. Do What You Love features Hoops Cutie encouraging Allie Dance to not stress so much and just enjoy the 2 hobbies she loves, skating and dancing. Wait a minute, honestly it's a great song about finding passion in something you once loved but began to lose sight of, whether it be from burnout, low self-esteem, or various other reasons. It's a very supportive song radiating positive energy. I'm worried a lot about this ranking coming off as repetitive because the songs don't give me too many new things to say, but that's not the case with Do What You Love and the other skate dancing song, which you'll see later on this list.
Remix! Sup, fellow kids?
Alright, now we're getting into the really good songs. Crew Remix is so much more special than the others because it incorporates lots of different styles to match each of the girls singing, from hip-hop to pop to the hardest country song I've ever heard. The instrumental in each section is so layered, and the voices fit them all so well. There's not much separating them with lyrics besides the country section, but I'm not sure how you could do that while keeping the song easy to follow for a kid. I'm keen to see someone try, but these L.O.L. songs don't get any covers, which is a shame because one showing off 4 different music styles is a great opportunity for a collab cover. Oh well, this song is still amazing and soars above its 2 remixes.
Extra, extra, read all about it!
This song is so extra, like, oh my god. God damn it. The instrumental has a lot of trap influence, which I think works wonders for this song. Extra is carried heavily by its beat, but it also helps that I like the brassy instruments in lyrics a lot in this one. They flow really well with the beat and have some satisfying rhyme sections. The vocals are simple, but this is one where I don't mind, as its main appeal to me at least is its beat. I've said beat like 3 times in this segment. I'm almost repetitive as an L.O.L. song now. Slay babies! Just go to the next one. Here comes the sun. Fun fact, I actually got to create the music video for Here Comes the Sunshine, which is to this day the hardest I've ever gone in After Effects, and my second favorite project in my animation career. I also didn't mind listening to this song over and over while working on it, because it's such a bop. First, we get to hear some new singers in what's likely to be their only L.O.L. song, since they haven't appeared since this and the 2 House of Surprises episodes they debuted in. I like how they all play off each other, especially with the harmonies and riffs in the chorus. I like how layered and catchy the instrumental is. It pairs well with the bright uplifting lyrics, like a ray of sunshine in your ears. Fitting, because I just remembered to turn the light back on. I love how they included lyrics fitting with the outfit transformation gimmick these 4 dolls have. a really cool detail. It's a shame we'll likely never see them again, but they were a nice treat on the list. Top 10 BBs, let's celebrate with a party! I love the trumpet leads and the quick little drum hits, basically everything about the instrumentation here. The three singers nailed it, and the Spanish verse from Splash Beauty was an awesome touch, which helps the song stand out from the rest, though they definitely could have gone further with it. For a song called Party All Around the World, there isn't much world in it besides the Spanish verse. Like if it was one of those multi-language mashups of songs, or had verses dedicated to a nationality and incorporated the culture's sounds into it, that would have been incredible. It was a huge missed opportunity, but I still really like the song, which is why it's still so high up on the list.
Alright baby, we move.
I wish We Move wasn't so short. It's got a strong melody with lots of satisfying sections, especially the pre-chorus and chorus. I love Royal B and Lady Diva's vocals here, and when they harmonize, it's music to the ear. This is one of the few songs Swag gets to be the lead singer of, and while I've not always liked her rap verses in the other songs, this song fits it really well. It's great to see them mixing things up. It's also got some great empowering lyrics. It's not all about shoes and shades, although the emoji lyric made me cringe a little. But other than that, it's about being your best self.
Hey King, you drop this.
If any of these songs were gonna make you feel like a badass girl boss, it's Fix My Crown. Royal B's vocals combined with the trumpets and the instrumentation, yes queen! Swag's rap bridge does bring this one down a bit, given how out of place it is with the rest of the song, but other than that, this is an easy top pick, and another recommendation for anyone looking for new workout songs.
Family, 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 family.
The lyrics in Family are some of my favorites in the L.O.L Surprise discography. Super cute and supportive without any outdated lingo like the emoji lyric from earlier. I also like how evenly divided the song is between the four girls. It makes it feel like a family song where one singer doesn't take over the whole thing. The leading hi-hat sounding beat works well for the fast-paced lyrics, especially Swag's little section. The rest of the instrumental is on the simplest side, but I like the long notes from the girls quietly in the background throughout. It's still an upbeat, wholesome song even after all this time.
Time to celebrate!
Celebrate!
Unfortunately, Celebrate the Crew has been demoted out of the top 3 since my last ranking. I've just grown to love some others more with time. That said, I still adore this one. I love the instrumental, particularly with how layered the chorus is. The lyrics are lovely and wholesome, though I do wish someone else like Lady Diva or Neonlicious had lead vocals. Don't get me wrong, Royal B is the queen, but I just don't think her vocals fit the more chill vibe of the song as much as some of the others would have. It's still a great song to listen to at the end of the day, and still high up on my favorites list despite the demotion. The rock bias is back. In particular, Rebels of the Runway reminds me a lot of Pink's older songs, which is a great one to take inspiration from. The instrumental in the chorus and bridge is really good, and all the singers did a wicked job, especially when they're all together in the pre-chorus. Like those harmonies, oh my god, those harmonies. Also, these are some fun lyrics, which makes it a blast to sing along to until your voice cracks jumping up into the chorus. Maybe that's just a skill issue on my part. It still doesn't take away my enjoyment of this song, and it has the honor of living in my main Spotify playlist, something only few L.O.L songs have the luxury of. I only had to listen to We're Not Perfect once to know it was gonna shoot past most of the others. I love how it's a musical theatre style, at times sounding like random encounters, which is the highest praise one can get. Its lyrics are all about the three girls' personal struggles, and all the singers really nail the emotions throughout the song. Also, this is the only L.O.L song with lyrics that are relatable to me. Lines like, the pressure of expectations to be great and why am I not perfect yet? It's the kind of struggles I've had managing my animation career, running this YouTube channel, and trying to support my friends and family. It's certainly the last thing I expected from an L.O.L surprise song, but a welcome surprise nonetheless. Here's to hoping future L.O.L songs will be just as good as this one.
Get up and dance!
Top 3, baby! I'm so excited it makes me want to get up and dance! Please stop. This song has such a fun melody throughout and showcases each of the girls singing wonderfully. The instrumental is well layered and has a good strong beat, great for dancing to, which, based on the title, was the idea. The only negative thing to note is the lyrics and rhythm of Swag's rap verse being so similar to Pose. another symptom of most of the L.O.L songs being too similar to stand out. However, I still think this one does, and is worthy of being in the top 3. My favourite song from Winter Fashion Show, and it's not even close. Fashion Show is a badass pop rock number with some awesome electric guitar riffs in the pre-chorus. It really makes it feel like a villain song, which it's not, despite being sung by Sashay, who, to me, was the villain of that movie. Like, LaRose standing up against an abusive boss should not mean she's a twist villain. That has nothing to do with the song, I just hate that aspect of the movie, but it is nice to see her making a comeback in the newer material, at least. I love just about everything about Fashion Show. The vocals, the instrumental, the lyrics, everything. And yet it got dethroned as the #1 spot from the last list. What song managed to dethrone it? Well, fittingly, it's... How to Treat Me Like a Queen. I love I'm a Queen so much, to the point where I even play it alongside my other rock artists like the Foo Fighters. I just love how hard it goes with the guitar riffs, the drum beat, and of course the vocals. Both the screams and the harmonies in the chorus. It's a shame there aren't any more songs from Supersonics besides this one and Rebels of the Runway, because I love every aspect of their songs. And yes, it's because I have a rock bias, but they're awesome, and I will happily defend them. Especially I'm a Queen. It's badass, and I will proudly let it reign as my #1 favorite L.O.L surprise song. I'm a queen! And that was my personal ranking of all the L.O.L surprise songs. A lot of great songs, a couple of rough patches, and a glimmer of hope for the future. And now that we're done, I can get out of this makeup and start preparing to fix that other ranking video from the past.